What's going on? What's happening, Ecamm fam? If you want to get in contact with me, here's how you can do it. I'm on all social platforms. Check me out. I love to hear from you, get to learn you, get to meet you, get to know you. For those who don't know me, my name is Gilman Whiting. I'm a professor at a university down in Nashville, Tennessee, hence the hat. Anyway, I just wanted to stop in today and do my first Vlogmas. Take this hat off now. One thing I'm finding is that I'm actually playing music directly out of my speakers, which is giving me reverberations. I'm trying to find a way to have the music come out to the listener, but not have that secondary bump, 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 bump. I don't know how to do that yet, so I'm working on that. So if you can give me any help on that, I'd appreciate it. So I'm going to kill that sound right now for a second and go into my talk. I want to thank folks that I met on the Ecamm community over the last several months. They have been tremendous in helping me move forward in my quest for method of delivery. I think that's what this is. It's a method of delivery. At the university, you know, a lot of our teaching and our lectures and stuff that we do are actually in the classroom in front of people. And we go out and do presentations, they're live in front of people as well. So how do you do that in a COVID environment? Well, in my classrooms, we have hybrid classes. This semester I actually taught in class and had students coming in remotely online. So that was kind of an interesting thing, considering I taught a class called Capoeira, which is a African Brazilian martial art. Great time, great fun, look it up. But it wasn't the most conducive for the students at home because they had a talking head. So how do we engage our students when we're in this environment? You know, over the last several months, several people have come to be almost like my trainers and my partners and my brothers and sisters, actually. I think about folks like Sean Doc Rock Boyd, who I just got offline with just now. Matter of fact, he's telling me about the Yellow Tech mic. We just said it's pricey but gorgeous. I said, I know, but what's money? So the thing is that you feel like you have community that's all the way around you. So that's a great thing. And think about it. Right now is a time that we need community. In this COVID-rich environment, we find ourselves more separated than we want to be. But at the same time, too, we're creating a new way of delivering information to people. I think about the lighting. I should have Christmas lighting on right now, but I watched a video. I think it might have been Marshall Fox. And that was a great video for me because I learned a lot about it. I was thinking about how to stream to different places. I think I caught a video with Laura Petrucci. That was a great video with them folks. By the way, I might get over to Live Streaming Pros to help you set it. But lighting, I remember I was listening to a video with Sean, not Sean, but with Adrian Salisbury. And think about it. Ken and Glenn have given us, I don't know how to pronounce the last name, so I'm going to butcher it up. But Ken and Glenn A have given us a format to do things that are great. We've got the up-facing personal close-up people who are doing work, and we've got people like my friend up in Canada who comes online all the time with me. I've gone up to a studio several times. Jim Carroll. I've talked with Alan Sky down in Florida. So there's a lot of folks. Marquise Brandwith right here in Nashville. Some folks out in Colorado. So it's this big, gigantic community. I listen to what Sister Diana Gladney talks about. It's always so fulfilling to hear some of the information that's coming across from you all. I don't have any of my overlays up. You had a couple in the beginning. Those were courtesy of none other than the Bradley Teachers guru, Bradley Teachers from Bradley Vincent. So I just got his bundle, by the way, which is great. By the way, if you haven't gotten it yet today, he's taking it down today. He had a Thanksgiving special up. It was $97 for all his stuff. Trust me, if you sit down like I did with him for the last several months and create overlays and all that kind of stuff, you just feel more connected to the work that you create because you've done it. Learn how to put your files in different places, how you have your animated file for those that are already done and just lay those on your overlays versus the Keynote ones. And also we're working in Keynote. So everything's native to, like Ecamm, native to the Mac system. I just found out this morning watching a video of the new M1 chip and all that stuff. I said, wait, I just got this new MacBook 27 iMac 27-inch deal, 5K Retina screen, whatever, for $5,000. Don't tell me there's something new out better than it. That just makes me lose my mess. Anyway, so this is what I had been using, iMac, and this summer, the way I came to Ecamm was purely by accident. I was actually looking for a way to do what I'm doing, and I'll go into that in a second, but I was playing with OBS, the Open Broadcasting System, and I tried to do everything I could, but no matter what I tried, my cores looked like Christmas in July. Everything fired up from green to red. The 4-core froze, shut down. If I plugged a 4K camera in, which I use, my Sony Brio, if I Brio into it, lag time like a champ. So there's no way I could actually use it. So that was my problem. How can I do it? And then going through the videos and searching around, I saw the name Ecamm, and I found myself in there. And it's been a lifesaver, or professional saver, if you will. And so I'm very much happy that this platform is here. I know it's been here for a while, but I was actually in before the new live function came in, the interview function. So I was one of the first people to sign up for that deal there, and it's been very useful. All I've used it for so far, since I've had it since October 1st, I probably used maybe 4 or 5 hours total in time. So that's just bringing other people on, practicing, making overlays with different squares and things like that. So that's been a fun time. My work is something that's going out to, first of all, families. It's going out to teachers, administrators, as well as classroom teachers, as well as principals in schools, so school administrators, dealing with the underrepresentation of Black, brown, and low-income children in gifted education, finding children who are not identified and getting them identified, finding children who are underperforming and getting them to perform. Here's something for you. In this crazy time that we're living in right now, college graduates on a 6-year graduation rate for Black males is at 42%. So even if you make it through the gauntlet that is the K-12 system that exists today, and you get to the college or university, you're less than half as likely to graduate as other folks in the school with you. There's a problem there. How do we start to adjust or rectify that problem? We're in a special space right now. We're in a rarefied air, if I can say. If we think about the early 60s to the late 60s, what did we call those back in the early, late 60s? Well, most people call them 1964, 65, 67, 68, 69. But we now call it the Civil Rights era, the second or third Civil Rights era, actually. But we call it the Civil Rights era. What are we in right now? What have these last 3 to 4 to 5 years been? What have they been? We don't know now because we're living in them. 10, 20, 40, 50 years from now, they will give this time a name. One of the things that will come out of this time is the birth of Zoom and streaming and all that stuff there, where anybody in their basement can get online and talk to the masses, put their ideas out there. Now, of course, there's good and bad, just like with the internet. When we first went live back in 1994, AOL dial-up, if anybody's old enough to remember that. But at the same time, it has opened up the world of knowledge. My 18-year-old now has been a National Youth Poet Laureate at 15 years old. What I will start doing here forward, I will start off reading some of her poetry. Thank you, Doc Rock, for insisting that I do that. But I agree with you. She's a dynamite author, and if anything else, I want to put her information up there. I also want to talk about some of my friends who are at places like Purdue University, because we do some work that deals with children everywhere. This work here we've done with systems failure, with missing children by the millions in education. And so what do we do to get that? You can go online, by the way, at purdue.edu. I'll put a link up there next time, but purdue.edu and GERI, Gifted Ed Research Institute, and download this report for free. Access denied, missingness, how are we missing all these children across the country? So that's my deal. That's what I want to do. And I think this is a time for us to get involved. We all have children in our lives, whether our own or whether they're children of friends, families, or whatever. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not selling anything. What I'm trying to do is give back what teachers, coaches, and other folks have given to me. I've been put in a position of some leadership as well as scholarship, and I have access to resources, so I'm trying to use those. I also am working all these different things. I've got my lighting now. I've got some of these lights back here, like I said, my Hue. I got all these app things going on. I'm working with a teleprompter, which is not on right now, but thank you for some of the information on teleprompters. All these things make us better communicators, but we can't get caught up in all the techno babble. If you just had your iPhone or your whatever Samsung or whatever phone you're using, and you got on there and you put it right up in your face, and you just started talking, sitting in your car or outside or whatever, then you're putting information out. What are you putting out? What of quality? How's it going to make the world a better place? So I'm going to end today with a quote by Mahatma Gandhi. And he said, live today as if you're going to die tomorrow. Learn as if you're going to live forever. So, till we talk again, peace, love, one. Be well, and I'll talk to you very soon, hopefully. Well, tomorrow, right? All right, peace out.